Hi, this is Jeff with the Halcyon Masters in Impact Gaming, and welcome to the Heroic Ties series where we take a closer look at the story and lore behind the Vainglory heroes. In past episodes, we followed Catherine through the Stormguard saga. The next series of videos will tell the story of how Celeste, Vox, and Ardan make their way to the Halcyon fold. For 10 years, Ardan, Celeste, and Vox have been hiding in the Taizen Gate, keeping a low profile so they're not discovered by the Stormguard. Ardan established a few simple rules for his kids. Don't draw attention to yourselves. Don't let anyone see you playing with that magic stuff. Don't tell anyone where you're from. And don't show anyone the curtained off part in the garage. Celeste and Vox, like other rebellious teenagers, decided they were going to throw a party. As mage-born kids, a simple get-together would not be enough. Instead, they would combine Vox's musical talents with Celeste's control of light and throw the biggest rage that has ever been seen in the Taizen Gate. The local carny kids cut a hole in the fence surrounding the now abandoned carnival and charged admission to all those streaming into the park. The carnival was closed down because of the Halcyon smog that bubbled up from the boiling bay and covered the ground. The toxicity of the smog required those in the areas to wear gas masks. Celeste and Vox arrived early and climbed onto the Ferris wheel, which was their special spot. High above the smog, they were free to play with magic and be themselves without fear of getting caught. At sunset, and with a park full of teens wearing gas masks, Vox snapped his fingers and the area filled with the magic of sound. At first, it was a soft melody that echoed the call of the sparrows in the area. His magic synchronized every person's heartbeat to the music, and he turned to Celeste and told her to wait for it. With a heliogenesis in her hand, Vox built the suspense. After a short pause, he let the beat drop and told Celeste to do her thing. The light of 1,000 stars exploded above the teen's head, and everyone danced with elation. Back at home, Ardan found one of the kids' flyers, and call it parental intuition, but he knew that they were in trouble. He booted up his armor and raced right towards the rage. The crowd's sing-along turned into panic shrieks. The Stormguard, dressed in white, found Celeste and Vox and were cutting their way through the crowds. Running interference and also motivated to find Celeste were the Gythian knights dressed in gold.
You have no authority to challenge me.
Sensing panic, Vox's music changed to a war march, while Celeste's starlight turned into searing drops that incinerated whatever they touched.
Does it burn?
Scared and no longer in complete control of their abilities, Vox clapped his hands for a sudden stop. Instead, a sonic boom raced towards the crowd and splintered the old Ferris wheel. The sudden movement tossed the twins from the car and they begin to fall towards the ground. Ardan sees his kids plummeting to earth and races over to him. He calls for his Vanguard and the barrier goes up and catches his kids right before they hit the ground. A Gythian battle mage is the first to reach his family. Ardan pushes the mage away, saying his kids will go nowhere with them, but Celeste interrupts her father, saying, "We can't hide anymore." She turns and runs towards the bay, where the Gythians have a boat waiting. Witnessing the chaos brought on by the Storm Queen's army, Celeste accepts the responsibility of protecting her people. No longer will she hide, even at the protest of her father. Vox helps make her case by bringing an echo of their mother's last words. Ardan knows that Celeste's mind is made up, and he pledges that she will always have him. Vox makes the same pledge, but no one really hears him, given that this is such, a weepy father-daughter moment. The boat set sail for the Halcyon fold, where the Gythians hope that Celeste can recruit more heroes to her cause. She's now dropping stars, taking names, and preparing to rise against the Storm Queen. That concludes this episode of the Heroic Ties series. Push this button right here to subscribe and be one of the first to know when our next video comes out. I also ask that you press the thumbs up button. Subscription and likes go a long way to helping out this channel. From the Halcyon Masters and Impact Gaming, thank you again for watching, and until next time, we'll see you on the Halcyon Fold.